And your mother said that?
In front of everyone.
How embarrassing. Did she know the others were there?
Of course she did. She does it every time.
Oh, well, that's mother's for you. Okay, this shouldn't take long.
What the hell?
Hydrogen cyanide, 3 times heavier than air, disseminated as liquid or vapor. 10 seconds of concentration sufficient to cause death.
Who would do something like that?
And how'd they get the stuff in there? In the Pentagon?
It has to be one of the most secure buildings on the planet.
Or was.
Well, their news management is still very efficient. They're calling it a mystery disease. Anyway, it's not our responsibility, thank God. This, however, is our new assignment. We have been asked to consider the security implications of decommissioning the Russian Black Sea Fleet.
Sir, all our systems are down.
What?
Everything just shut off all at once.
That's not possible.
And it's not a power failure. The whole system's been overridden.
We'll try the emergency codes.
They're out too. Nothing works.
Good morning, Sci-Fi. And a special good morning to you, Harry Malone.
What the hell's going on?
I hope it's not foggy or raining in London. The weather here is absolutely wonderful.
Who the hell's he?
I do wish I could see your face, Harry. I really do. There you are, safe in your bunker, when suddenly your worst nightmare becomes a reality.
Trace this transmission.
For those innocent acolytes around you, I'd better introduce myself. I'm Jason Dane, the man to whom you all owe your livelihood. Oh, don't worry, you won't have heard of me because I'm a pariah. I'm unclean. I'm the one they don't talk about. When this is all over, you might ask Mr. Malone why he is head of CI5 and not me. Meanwhile, yesterday in Washington, D.C., 2 innocent young officers lost their lives. If it can happen in the Pentagon, it can happen anywhere. Even you can work that out, Harry, but what you can't work out is where it will happen next. So, I'm going to help you. How about the entire city of Tokyo? A vast metropolis of 12 million people, and I have the capacity to kill millions. Now watch carefully. I know you're recording this, so I'm going to show you this list for only 3 seconds. Are you ready?
What is it? Could be banking codes.
30 bank accounts all over the world. preset by computer to transfer the money to 60 other accounts in a nanosecond, and then on to another 100 accounts, and then on and on, until the money has gone, disappeared in less than a minute. Oh, yes, it can be done. You ask any currency dealer. And what's the price? $1 billion placed into those accounts within 48 hours, or I release 100 tons of hydrogen cyanide over Tokyo. Yes, that's right. 100 tons of nerve gas. Just like the Pentagon. Sayonara.
Mr. Spencer, analyze those numbers, get me a list of the banks. Miss Backus, get the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff on the video link. You two, come with me.
It was a perfect transmission.
Of course it was. Get some rest, gentlemen. Count the money in your dreams.
IQ of 180, and as dangerous as Attila the Hun.
Yeah, but who is he, sir?
Jason Dane. Quite a file. 10 years ago, Mr. Dane was the brightest operative in the Secret Service.
He was a spook?
I was once a spook, Mr. Keel. That is where I was unfortunate enough to meet him. Very unpleasant experience.
He said we owe him our livelihoods.
Yes, in a sense he was right. He rescued us.
Rescued us? How?
Man was a great thinker, Mr. Keel. He wrote a brilliant thesis on world security. Brilliant. Without it, Sci-Fi would have closed down years ago. I suppose you could say he put us on the international map.
By writing a report?
And by constantly lobbying every important politician in Washington, Paris, Bonn. Became an obsession with him. Anyway, in the end, his view prevailed.
But if he was one of us, what went wrong?
Long story, Mr. Curtis.
General Roberts on V4, sir.
Ah, thank you.
There's something you should know. Our system was crashed by an override code.
Which override code?
Yours, sir.
Mine? Do you mean this man's got my code? Track him down, find him wherever the hell he is. Start off with his last known address. George, my dear chap, sorry to have got you out of a committee. We actually have a bit of a crisis on our hands.
Radars in position, boss.
Did you know that some jellyfish are 8 feet across?
No, sir.
Don't look so serious, Mr. Shaw. Well, come on.
Spooks did pretty well for themselves back in the day.
Hey, there was a need for those guys. Cold War, remember?
Barely. Are you here alone? So it was you playing that nocturne just now. What? Sorry, sir, but you were armed.
My name's Curtis, Sci-Fi. This is my partner, Chris Keel.
According to the land register, you lived here for 8 months. You bought the flat from a man named Jason Dane.
Did you leave a forwarding address, a telephone number, anything at all?
How dare you? This is not a police state.
Attention, everybody. The Japanese government are declaring a national emergency at 9 o'clock Tokyo time. So extra vigilance on your screens, if you please. They're discussing evacuation already. Searching every sewer and subway in the city.
Sir, I've been talking to the chemical companies. Could all this be a bluff?
No. And look what happened at the Pentagon.
Yeah, but he would need a huge amount of gas, way beyond the industry's capacity.
You asked me to check on any connection with Japan.
Well?
They've never made the stuff in any quantity. But there was a World War II project called Samurai Wind. Apparently, the Allies were going to use gas against Japan to shorten the war. They used the atom bomb instead.
I see.
According to the Defense Department, they were going to release it in the Pacific and let the trade winds drift into Tokyo.
You never throw any of Mr. Dane's stuff away?
Other people's mail, Mr. Curtis, is sacrosanct. It's for them to open, for them to read. Even the junk mail. Apparently, that's a concept that hasn't occurred to you.
He can barely read. Maybe not. But I can count. And that makes 3.
3 what?
3 airline schedules, all to the South Pacific area, all addressed to Dane and none of them unsolicited. For example, dear Mr. Dane, further to your recent inquiry, etc., etc., etc.
You were right, sir. It was Nomine Patri. They had a secret base there.
What's Nomine Patri?
An island in the South Pacific, uninhabited.
January 1945, decision taken to stockpile hydrogen cyanide on Nomine Patri. February, secure facility complete. March, first stocks arrive aboard USS Marissa. Good God.
What is it?
They never cleared it. At the end of the war, they secured the gas in canisters and they buried it. Underground bunkers. 100 tons of hydrogen cyanide. And it's still there, on the island.
These are the trade winds. And there is Nomine Patri.
Directly in line with the Samurai Wind.
The Allies were going to dump all that gas into the air? That's horrific.
It was a long, hard war, Mr. Curtis.
I think I prefer the atom bomb.
Yes, so did the Allies. Believe it or not, it killed far fewer people.
So what now?
Well, if the Japanese decide to pay, well and good. I don't think they will. And if Dane has control of that gas on that island, then that island has to be secured at all costs.
Well, if we're talking landing craft, U.S. Marines. American Navy has a base right here, Miniko Harbor.
No. He will have thought of that. He'll be waiting for it. It's all too easy, isn't it?
Easy?
Yes. I mean, we found that island in a few hours. If he'd left some false trails, he could have held us up indefinitely, but he didn't, did he? Now, why do you think that happened? What does that tell you?
Probably got something else up his sleeve.
Precisely. Which is why we must take him by surprise.
We, sir?
Oh, yes. This job's been handed over to us. Initially, anyway. Jolly flattering, that, really, isn't it? Prepare yourselves for a halo drop. I want you two on that island before dawn tomorrow.
This is not what's meant by the Mile High Club.
Not the way I remember it. We're 7 miles high on the airline route.
Yeah, wearing kinky rubber suits.
You want your skin to burn off when you hit the atmosphere?
Hey, I'm not complaining. They'll grow on me.
This is Sunray 5. Sunray 5, over.
Go ahead, Sunray.
The matter in question has now been dealt with. You are in the clear.
Roger, submarine. Out.
Keep tracking them.
Sir.
Now that's what I call clout. Malone diverting a civilian airliner and putting us in its place.
Yeah, so if Dane's got radar down there, he'll think we're that commercial flight.
Sam, we'll make a special ops man out of you yet.
Mr. Dane, I think we've got some.
Right on time. Just like the airliner they're replacing.
What if this is just the first wave? What if they land in force?
Another month in training, Mr. Kessler, and you'd know the answer to that. Mr. Shaw, how much of the North Beach can you see?
All of it.
Well, allowing for wind drift, they should be landing halfway between Welcome 6 and Welcome 7.
You want to come up and greet them?
I wouldn't miss it for $1 billion.
Stand by, Jumpmaster.
This is it!
You love this, don't you?
Follow the leader!
Yeah, we'll just make sure we land on the dark side of the island. That's the north side, the side without the moonlight. I hate being a sitting duck.
Here they come.
Completely by the book. It's always been Malone's weakness. Predictability. Lambs to the slaughter, and it's not even their fault.
Sir?
Underestimating the enemy. Stand by, Mr. Shaw.
All right? Yeah, I'm fine.
They should have come by sea, underwater, on the South Shore. Time to say hello, Mr. Shaw.
Welcome 7?
No, 6. It's closer.
Welcome to Nomine Patre, Mr. Curtis. You too, Mr. Keel. Oh, yes. We know your names. We've been hacking your communications system for some hours. I even know what school you went to, Mr. Curtis. We listened to your conversation with the pilot. I do apologize. Now understand this. The only reason you're not dead is because you're more useful to me alive. We'll talk again in the morning, gentlemen. Good night.
You all right?
You're not. Didn't feel a thing. You will.
Oh, one other thing. Your satellite link won't work. Pleasant dreams.
They got our frequency. They're jamming us.
Fancy some supper, Mr. Shaw?
Still nothing.
Pilot confirms. They jumped at 2240.
Yes!
Something's gone wrong, sir.
Yes. Possibly walked into a trap. Possibly. All right, get me the Pentagon, Naval Intelligence.
We're calling in the US Navy.
No, we're calling in a favor. Miss Backus, get your combat kit together. We are going to the Pacific.
Do you like Chopin, Kessler? I tried to teach Strebe Griebling to play this. But he's got fingers like haddocks.
He had his uses.
One use, to make sure Sci-Fi found us.
Bye.
Why? Why what, Kessler?
Why let them find us? The whole island could be swarming with troops, and if you...
question my judgment. Ever?
I thought we were in this for the money.
We are.
Then why are we playing games with CI5?
You're losing blood.
Yeah.
Hey, look down there.
Getaway boat.
Or what they came in.
Yeah, or both.
We gotta keep going. The further we travel, the harder we'll be to find. Keep moving.
Nag, nag, nag.
Sir, do you think he'll do it? I mean, really do it?
During the Cold War, a very clever agent wrote a paper on preemptive nuclear strikes. You know, get them before they get us sort of thing. If he'd had his way, Moscow would have been obliterated. Radioactive dust. That was Jason Dane.
Hang in there. Cavalry will be here soon.
Would you promise?
You know Malone.
Oh, come on, Malone will be thinking about the population of Tokyo, somewhere out there on the Samurai Wind. We're just a blip.
That's the pain talking.
Oh, come on, Chris, get real. We're paid to do a job. If we happen to get blown up along the way, we'll be lucky to get a memorial service.
Hey, at least I'd be there.
Yeah, me too.
Now, how fast can you move with that arm?
Still faster than you.
So let's go get us some potassium, sodium...
Hydrogen cyanide.
You know, I had a school teacher like you once. Only she was pretty.
Hotel Lima, Hotel Lima. Hotel Lima, this is Bravo 195. Say again, your message over.
Boss.
Yes?
They're moving. Coming across the island, heading your way.
Bring them in.
We could pick them off from here, easy.
No. I want them alive. I want them in one piece.
They're going to die anyway. Why waste time?
Kessler, have you never done any fishing? I want them alive.
Fish.
He means Malone.
I know what he means. And he's crazy. He wants mano a mano with the head of the Sci-Fi right here on this island. What's with this guy?
Hey, just keep track. Whoa, these guys are good.
Yeah? We are better.
Okay. The island's 2.5 miles long, north to south. If we keep heading west, eventually we end up behind where we landed. They're bound to be there somewhere. Gotta be.
Then what?
We take them out.
Yeah, what if there's 50 of them?
That's 25 apiece.
This is Manaco Base. Confirm priority code 1, over. Code Charlie, India 5, ETA 1430 hours, over. Harry, this is John Preston. We're all ready for you here, over. Thanks, John, and give my regards to Admiral Wesley.
You're getting careless, Harry. Remember what you taught me? Always use the scrambler.
Who trains these guys?
A fish?
I've got 2 of your Boy Scouts here. Do you want to do a deal?
What do you want, Dane?
You, Harry. Just you. On the South Beach, 1830 hours. Alone. Or they die. Have you got that? Have a nice day. Got him.
John, if he's got radar, and I'm sure he has, he'll see you coming. Anyway, Washington have already agreed to try my way first.
You're playing a dangerous game, Harry. That stuff goes up, and we have done nothing about it. Could bring down the government. Yours as well as ours.
And kill thousands of innocent human beings. I do know that.
Yeah, well, at least we know the island is uninhabited. My boys are ready to blow it to hell.
And what if he presses the button first? The deadline is in 6 hours. I need 2. After that, John, he is all yours.
Harry, what about the money? $1 billion could be cheap at the price.
No, it opens the floodgates to any genocidal maniac who thinks he has the means to commit mass murder. Tomorrow, New York. Next week, Paris.
Yeah, I take your point, Harry. Well, good luck. Remember, we're only a heartbeat away.
One thing I need. Didn't get the chance before I left London.
Yeah, what's that?
I need a map, nominally Patray in 1945, particularly the military installations.
Not here. Washington may have one.
Can you get it to me before I leave?
Get onto it right away.
Thank you, John, very much for your help.
You okay? Yeah. Hey, why didn't we do this the easy way and just tunnel through the rock with our bare hands?
We're behind them now. My guess is we're just beyond that ridge.
Yeah? Well, then why don't I wait here and let you bring the ridge to me?
Dane said keep them alive. To hell with Dane. It's me I want to keep alive. He knows what he's doing.
The old one, too.
You up to it?
100 million each, he said. The chaps will pay, no problem. Then he blows our cover.
See you in hell. Go.
I say, we finish them off, and we get out of here. Gott! Don't even think about it.
Keel, stand still. One move and your friend dies. It's your choice. Well done, Mr. Shaw. Bring them in.
Now stop panicking. We've got 4 hours left. Now what's the problem?
I've been talking to this banker, and he said there are ways of blocking.
I told you to talk to no one.
He's just a currency dealer. I told him nothing.
Get this clear. There's no way that 1 cent of that money can ever be traced. Now get off this phone. It's supposed to be used for 1 call only. Idiot.
Rebecca, put me on secure.
Go.
HQ to Sunray.
Come in, Sunray.
Sir, I've been monitoring that civil servant, the one with the crazy name. He's just made a call. I think it was the target.
And?
You were right, sir. He's the banking link.
Good work. Now this is what we do.
Right, sir. Got it.
Miss Bacchus, we're almost there.
Come on. The game's afoot.
What's going on, I wonder? What are you doing? Shut up. Keep on the ropes.
Chopper. Could be their getaway.
Could be they're about to blow this place.
Now!
What are you doing? You're gonna break your arm.
Impressive, aren't they? How long has it been? 10 years? 12? Wise precaution, Harry.
He's clean.
My men don't like surprises.
I don't know how you did that.
Well, it's easy when you've lost the feeling in one arm.
Delusions. Pure fantasy. The product of a very sick mind.
You know what fascinates me about you, Harry? It's your ability to twist things inside out. I'm not deluded, you are. You stole my ideas and now you convince yourself that you invented them.
Cowley's ideas. He started Sci-Fi. Very successful for 20 years.
That's the old Sci-Fi. I gave it teeth.
This is crazy.
I gave it international credibility.
Let's get out of here.
And you stole my glory.
So where is it?
Where's what?
The hydrogen cyanide.
I don't know how to break it to you, Sam, but Dane forgot to draw me a map.
That's what made you fail. That's why they rejected you. You believe in power and strength to the exclusion of everything else. Everything that really matters in this world.
And you believe in weakness?
No, I do not believe in it, but by God, I'll defend it. To me, that is what Sci-Fi is for. To protect those who can't protect themselves. You could never lead it. Men like you should never be allowed to wield power, Jason. You're a petty little Napoleon, about to meet your Waterloo.
Take a look around you, Harry. Where's your power? Yes. Yes. The two in Switzerland? The Wall Street Five?
All of them. The system is working perfectly.
Now hang up. Never call this number again. The Japanese government have just paid up $1,000 million. What does it feel like to lose, Harry?
I don't know. I'll tell you when I do.
So what are we waiting for?
Come on, boss. The boat's ready.
What boat?
What the hell was that?
I don't know. Let's keep going.
You are crazy.
No. He's not crazy. He's just a little bit cleverer than he looks. See, that boat would have been picked up in half an hour. The only way you are going to get off this island is in that, using my call sign and pretending to be me. That is why you got me here, am I right?
Half right. As usual. There's more. Mr. Shaw, start it up.
Before you ask, Dane forgot to give me a key.
Back up. Get out. Now.
What the hell?
There's half a ton of HE in here, hooked to a remote.
So let's deal with it.
No. This stuff is unstable. I'm the only one with a mask.
God almighty.
Find Malone.
Malone, what's he doing here?
He landed on the beach to keep Dane talking. Go.
You won't fool them. They'll shoot it down.
Oh, no, I don't think so. Not with you on board. To give your ID personally. Yes, you're going to, watch the island blow. It should be fun. This is effective up to 10 miles. You're with me to the end, Harry. The end of CI-5. The great security force that couldn't lift a finger to stop 1 million people dying because they put the wrong man in charge. This is my moment. Yes.
Impressive, aren't they, Jason?
You're right, sir.
Yes, absolutely fine. Thank you very much. All right, come on. Let's go and find Miss Blackhurst. Move, move!
Hi. You missed all the fun.